Hey y'all, so let's dig back in where we left off yesterday, pick back up where we left off, and that is we have talked about the seed that were sown on stony ground. So then there are the ones that are sown among the thorns. And I think I have done a whole sermon about this particular type of soil. And we all have it. Okay, so the difference is, do we leave it like it is or do we clean it up? Any of you that garden at all, when you get your soil, what's the first thing you do? You get your soil ready. If you have raised beds, you put fresh down, you get up all the weeds and the trash and the gunk from last year. You get your soil ready. It's no different. It should be no different when we're talking about ourselves and our heart and preparing to hear the word or to receive the seed of the word. We get so, everything's got to be so fast that we forget preparation is necessary. If you are baking or cooking, what's the first thing you're going to do? Hopefully clean your counters off. But then you're going to gather your ingredients. Prepare for what you're about to do. And it is no different with ourselves and our hearts in preparation to receive the word. We need to prepare the soil. So this one, let's see, and the one sown among the thorns. So this correlates to verse 7 in the parable. It says, other seed, still of the same kind, fell among thorn plants, and thistles grew and pressed together and utterly choked and suffocated it, and it yielded no grain. Verse 18, and those sown among the thorns are those who hear the word, okay? So it's not that they didn't hear. They hear the word, the seed is sown, then the cares and anxieties of the world, the distractions of the age, pleasure and delight and false glamour and deceitfulness of riches, the craving and passionate desire for other things creep in and choke and suffocate the word, and it becomes fruitless. Now, if we're honest, this is probably where most Christians fall in the why are we not producing fruit? And in the looking at the fig tree, right, who had the appearance of fruitfulness, but in actuality there was no fruit. And so we can appear to be very fruitful with a lot of stuff going on, and none of it be where our attentions and efforts and energy are supposed to be spent. So, fell among thorn plants. Do you know there is seed other than the word, right? You choose to take the word in. Other things can be planted in your garden, just like the seed. It fell among what was already there. So that's the importance of, like yesterday, I mentioned Romans 12. Let's go there real quick. Romans 12. I memorized these two verses eons ago, it feels like. But probably in the past 2 years, Holy Spirit has really been dealing with me about the importance and what it's actually talking about. So, verse 1, this is Romans 12:1. Paul says, I appeal to you, therefore, brethren, and beg of you, in view of all of the mercies of God, to make a decisive dedication of your bodies, presenting all your members and faculties as a living sacrifice, holy, devoted, consecrated, and well-pleasing to God, which is your reasonable, rational, intelligent service and spiritual worship. I've been reading that one since I was a teenager, because if we keep saying that to ourselves, it's going to keep ourselves out of some trouble. That we dedicate our bodies as living sacrifices, holy and pleasing to the Lord, which is our reasonable service. It's not unreasonable for the Lord to ask for or expect us to live and to give our bodies, to live a holy life, a pleasing life, acceptable to Him. And so tomorrow, because it's 5 minutes, we're going to pick up right here at verse 2 and dig in there. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all.